Las Vegas is a big, beautiful city of lights. I know because I was raised there. I was actually born in Southern California, but I did grow up most of my life in Las Vegas, kind of grew up as what they call a strip brat. I saw hotels and casinos go up and hotels and casinos come down many times over. I was able to drive 5 hours to the Los Angeles area on weekends with my family and visit places like Disneyland and the beach very often. And I'd like to talk about being a teenager on the Las Vegas Strip. Teens packed into their cars on Friday nights and did what we call cruising the Strip, which back in the 80s was a big deal in Las Vegas. We met a lot of new people. We had a lot of fun. We just drove our cars up and down the strips with our stereos blasting. Made the tourists crazy. They went nuts. And then until one day the police said, oh, okay, enough's enough with these 16, 17-year-olds driving their cars up and down the strip. And they enforced a curfew onto the Las Vegas Strip. It was a nuisance for the police and it was a nuisance for the tourist industry. And I do believe it had a lot to do with the fact that the tourists complained about the kids driving up and down the strip. I'd like to now discuss what it was like to watch the implosion of several hotels and casinos while I lived there, as well as watching the new ones be built in their place. I can remember sitting at my desk in my job when I was 17 years old watching the Excalibur be built and thinking, wow, this is crazy because I just watched the Sands Hotel being imploded about 6 months beforehand. I did see the Sands, the Silver Slipper, and the Landmark Casino all go down within about a 5-year time span. Kind of sad, but at the same time really exciting. These implosions made way for the new mega resorts that everyone knows today, the Mirage, the Excalibur, the Luxor. As kids, we all watched these being built. And this was actually an exciting thing for the people of Las Vegas. It meant new things, and at the same time, it was still sad to see the others go. Now let's talk about the 5-hour drive to Los Angeles. That was my favorite part of the weekends. I got to stay with my family members who still live there, visited Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm several times over, and as an 18-year-old I remember taking frequent trips to the Los Angeles area, especially with my daughter in tow, visiting my grandmother and sitting on the beach. I always had a lot of interesting times while living in Las Vegas, and no, I didn't learn about how to gamble on a slot machine or play blackjack. We learned the same things everyone else learns in school. Nevada is my home. It always will be. I love going back there. Nevada is also my daughter's home. It always will be. And someday she'll get to go and gamble just as I did when I became an adult. It's a very interesting place. Viva Las Vegas.
We're still here.